Poison darts. I was waiting for the harp the whole time.
Sorry. Hello, welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing reviews of harp performances in movies. It's a beautiful harp.
I'll take the harp.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, I did some reading online. So those are not his hands.
What?
Apparently. So it's his head on a professional harpist's hands. And that's why it looks convincing.
How did they do that?
The sizing is a little
Maybe
bit
off.
strange. That first scene where we see him doing the glissandos,
Yeah.
I think that must have been him. Glissandos, yeah, are easy to do. Anybody can do them. 2 minutes at the harp, you can do a glissando.
His head.
I know. I'm not sure there. That
Oh, that looks faked.
like that was
that looks
Cary
faked.
Grant
Yeah.
doing his best.
Good evening.
I have to say that muffle at the end, that would not have stopped the strings like that.
Yeah, he's like putting the harp down with the muffle still there.
Yeah.
Like he's holding the strings rather than the harp. How many times have you been told to go watch Harpo Marx before?
Yes. Have you ever heard Harpo Marx play?
Isn't it awesome?
Amazing.
Apparently he did record most of this in studio, but then they were playing it on set and he was like
Playing
finger
along.
syncing.
Yeah.
He's absolutely playing the right notes at the right time, and I'm really impressed also with the editor who like got it together.
Oh, bravo, Harpo.
Non, 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 non. Les oiseaux, les oiseaux. Bon sang. Non, remontez, remontons. Là, bon, qu'est-ce que c'est qu'il y a quoi? Bravo. Oui, c'est...
Oh, his back problems. Being like this. Oh, it just makes my back hurt thinking about it.
Also, you sit with your harp on the right.
On the right side.
Unless you're doing traditional
Historical-
Irish, historical, that's the
Wire harp practice.
99
0.8% of people in the world.
play with the harp on the right,
Yes.
regardless of whether they're right-handed or left-handed. And this poor guy doesn't really know what side of the harp his head is supposed to go on.
Oh dear.
Yeah. The German officer is looking for an Englishman, and this guy is pretending to give him a harp lesson. This, to me, looks like very stereotypical pretending to play the harp. And that's exactly, I mean, the actor did
What
a
he's
great
supposed
job.
to be doing. The harp isn't tipped back either.
It's not! Okay, yeah, with a pedal harp, it's designed for you to play.
Tip it back.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, otherwise you do end up.
Yeah, you'd be like.
Okay, can I just say what that German officer just did?
Oh.
It just is
Patronizing, maybe.
patronizing.
It's patronizing.
I think she's really playing.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait.
Oh my word.
What could we shoot? From my harp.
Skewer.
Skewer. Okay, let's say the guy I want to shoot is right there.
Yep.
Oh!
That totally worked. I need to arm myself. Poison darts. Be warned.
This wouldn't be bad for the harp because the strings are meant to be pulled.
Oh no, you pull it out. Oh.
This might be not reliable for your next spy mission. practice.
Practice.
We have a 1 in 3 success rate with a range of 7 feet.
Don't go doing this to us next time you see us playing somewhere. She's playing really.
Yeah, the real harpist is clearly a real harpist. There's this follow
position, and the hand position. And
fake harpists. Actually, you can see it later once the spy has taken her place. So now her fingers are up in the air.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite part right here. Watch what the harp does.
It would just fall.
It would just fall on top of you. It would not kind of...
She must have been sitting with it further up than she normally would.
I think there's like a stage hand lying on the ground.
Oh, do you?
Holding it. Such a cute harp.
Meet me tonight in dreamland under the silvery moon. Meet me tonight in dreamland where love's sweet roses bloom.
Well, let's just say you would not get that kind of sound out of a little harp that size. Well, and this harp, it looks very Irish. It looks like an Egan harp, which are like these very early lever harps that were made in Ireland, and they were painted green, and they would have like gold gilding, and they would oftentimes have like Irish nationalistic symbols painted on them, like shamrocks, promoting Ireland as an independent country.
You can see she's really not getting that connection that when you're actually holding on to the strings, it's not like you're just
Floating in and out.
I mean, maybe it looks like that to non-harpists. I'm actually...
You're placing none of It looked almost like wire strings.
I was reading a book by Rosalind Wrench, who's a harp historian, and she was talking about the standard colors, and some of them were like all red strings with green and purple, or all green strings with purple and red. The Armand Flint harp also had different colors.
That's right.
Which I just think is so weird because nowadays all of the harps have, like white strings.
And then all the C's are red, the F's are blue.
And I'd actually be interested if anybody has more information about when the strings colors started changing.
Yeah.
Again, a very beautiful harp.
Is this the kind you're used to?
Oh, approximately.
Right. So, let's talk about this. They just wheeled the harp in, and it just happens to be pentatonically tuned.
Thank you!
The pedals should have been pushed up.
Yes! The pedals would have been properly stored. A C natural scale sounds.
Nice, right? But not Disney princess vibes.
I'm glad that you were...
A poet once wrote Yolanda, and then a great composer came.
I love that he actually is like...
He looks
moving
fairly
his hand,
good.
like rhythmically with time, and then moving up and down when the music actually goes up and down. Also look at the string colors.
Oh, who can resist? Very good.
Yes.
Get the dancer to get his feet in there.
And the moving of the pitches coincided perfectly with his depressing of the pedals. So that's actually what would sound... I mean, I don't know about the specific pitches, but like the timing
The idea of it is correct. And in time.
Yeah.
Come here, my
Have you ever done that, Stephanie? Hold your harp around and sit down.
I think this pedal harp must have wheels.
Yeah, I was wondering how he moved it so
Yeah,
easy.
the way that there is a pedal harp currently that has wheels.
Like
you
you
have to
don't-
tip it and then you can just push it. I know.
Wow.
We will take a tea break and we will be
Yes.
back with you shortly. That's all. Have you seen this movie?
Does it count as a harp, though? Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's a liar.
it's a lyre. Technically, harps, they have the triangle shape,
Yes.
you know, and a lyre is more of that U. I just thought it was so funny, though, because he's here and he looks so bored while he's practicing. He's just like, oh, could there be anything worse? And the moment something slightly more exciting shows up, he
exciting.
chucks it in the corner.
Don't chuck instruments. I was waiting for the harp the whole time.
Sorry. Philip Shorey's version, he wrote a score for the kid, which was wonderful, and I was part of the orchestra, so that's how this movie came to my attention. This next one is a Woody Allen film that I've not seen. I know nothing about it.
Do we need a disclaimer that we're not like endorsing any of the movies?
Dinner with the president? Dinner with the president. Dinner with the president.
Oh, excuse me, senor. I was trying to find some place for practice.
What is a guy doing playing an now that probably wins as the most expensive harp to come up yet.
yeah,
That
it's
harp's
beautiful.
like 6 figures, right? Isn't that the like Louis the 14th?
Last time I checked it, it was like 126,000, but that was like good
Pocket
10 years.
change.
So it's probably a lot more expensive. If that's, I'm
pretty sure.
I'm sure it's an older model.
Still.
It's an expensive harp.
Wow, that wins
It's-
as the most like bizarre.
Playing on that idea of harp music being a flashback or a dream sequence, and then it's actually
It's just in the closet.
yeah.
We should talk about how long it takes to tune a harp. Long time. Okay.
A little bit more than that. Okay. Playing like this.
Yeah.
Like just wiggling your fingers. There aren't enough strings to actually create the sounds that he's making. And also, yeah, your fingers are not big enough to reach more than maybe 4 strings.
He can't decide which clef he wants to play with hand.
Yeah, and actually this is on the wrong side too also, isn't it? It's on the left side.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters.
I want to do that. Can you do that?
I have tried. I have.
With the toe? Have you tried it with the toe?
Yes.
Do you want to demonstrate?
I don't know if I really want to demonstrate. How much of your leg do you want in the video?
There you go.
Not usually done in professional performances.
Timing wasn't too bad. Not Fred Astaire level.
Right, Fred Astaire is still my
He
favorite.
He wins.
Yeah, I have seen like Paraguayan harps.
Yep. South American harps have the like guitar peg
Called
pin turn the
knobs.
knobs. Any final comments, Stephanie?
A lot of these movie appearances have rather stereotypical music, flowery and over-the-top romantic.
Fairy tale-y.
Modern harpists are often trying to get away from that. Actually, I really liked that.
Harpo Marx
Yes.
one. Yes.
Yeah, because he starts out
Yes.
classical and it's beautiful, but then he breaks out into ragtime.
It is cool. Because the harp is used around the world in so many different contexts. It's nice to see different genres of music represented rather than just classical music. Yeah,
I'm
super
always
fun.
happy to see a harp.
Yeah. Even badly.
Yeah. We will do this again.
Yes.
Please subscribe and like, and again, comment if you have suggestions or anything to chip in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we are rolling.